Thank you, Honourable Speaker, and I thank the Honourable Member for the question. Honourable Speaker, the Honourable Member is correct to highlight the scale of our maritime challenge. However, it is important to emphasize that while drug trafficking is a serious concern, it is not the only threat operating within our exclusive economic zone. Fiji faces a range of risks across its maritime domain, including transnational crime, transactional organized crime, illegal fishing, human trafficking, and increasing strategic pressures in our region. Our response is therefore comprehensive and long-term, built on three key pillars, Honourable Speaker. First, we are strengthening our strategic partnerships. Fiji cannot patrol this vast ocean space alone. We are deepening cooperation with partners such as Australia, New Zealand, the United States, Japan, France, and our Pacific neighbors through intelligence sharing, coordinated patrol, joint training, and capability development. These partnerships extend our reach, improve interoperability, and ensure that Fiji is part of a wider regional security framework. Second, we are investing in technology, Honourable Speaker, to enhance maritime domain awareness. It is not practical to rely solely on patrol vessels to cover an EEZ of this size. Our approach is to build a layered system that includes a radar, satellite data, secure communications, and the introduction of unmanned and autonomous platforms, both at sea and in the air. This allows us to focus our efforts on high-risk activity through intelligence-led operations, rather than attempting to provide constant physical coverage, which is very, very expensive, Honourable Speaker. Third, Mr. Speaker, we are strengthening coordination at the national level. The Vuwale Maritime Essential Service Centre brings together the Navy, the police, customs of FERCA, FRCS rather, immigration, fisheries, and biosecurity into a single operational environment. This ensures that information is shared in real time and responses are coordinated across government. We're also investing in our people to ensure that we have the skills required to operate and sustain these capabilities. Honourable Speaker, underpinning all of this work is the forthcoming Maritime Security Strategy, which is currently in its validation stage. This strategy will provide a clear national framework for how Fiji manages its maritime security risks. It will align policy, operations, and capability development across government, and will formalize cooperation arrangements both domestically and with our international partners. It is intended to ensure that our approach is not reactive, but structured, coordinated, and forward-looking. Honourable Speaker, this is not a short-term response to drugs alone. It is a deliberate effort to strengthen Fiji's overall maritime security posture. Through strong partnerships, targeted investment in technology, and clear strategic framework, we are making our maritime domain more secure and far less permissive to any threat. I thank you, Honourable Speaker.